Hey y'all, welcome. I am Dargo, and I am joined today by the wonderful Felrus. Uh, we just did a fantastic video on his channel, and now we're gonna do a video on our channel. This one is gonna be the 5 awesome epics on your account that you don't use. But first off, how's it going, Felrus?
Oh, it's been a good day and it's been a good set of collabs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I want to say thank you. We are a new channel. Felrus is a wonderful content creator that's been creating content for a little over a year now, and I believe you got picked up by Game Leap earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Late last year, so mid December. Yeah, it's been a good couple months, almost 6 months now.
Oh man! And you just pushed over your 1,000 marker. I think was it last month?
Last month, yep.
Yeah, it was a good 24-hour stream. I was there for 12 hours of it. I went to sleep. He didn't.
Oh, I did not go to sleep.
So yeah, today we're
That was fun.
doing today we're doing awesome epics on our account that we do not use for one reason or another. Fel, seeing as you're the guest, why don't you kick us off?
Yeah, I wanna kick us off with the strongest reviver in all of Raid Shadow Legends, and it's gonna be Cardinal. Cardinal's a void epic. She still sees play in arena. Her A1 can kind of place a poison, and her A2 can heal an ally. But it's her A3 that's so good because she'll revive everybody and then make sure that they take the next turn. That's what boost their turn meter to max means. So arguably the best revive in the entire game. And I 9T Stone Skin, I don't use her at all. What can I say? She's great, especially for arena. Don't use her at all.
It's funny you say that. I didn't even know that I had Cardinal until I just looked at the list here.
There you go. You find something new in your vault, I guess, every day, right?
This might have been one of the pulls that I got for the 70 pulls that we did on the stream the other night.
Ah, you did polls on stream. That's always
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, 70 pulls for the Senna chase, and I got nothing. Uh,
Ouch.
Funny enough, I did get a champion that I thought I never was going to use in a Kemptum, and he actually turns
Okay.
out to be a phenomenal pull that I did.
Yeah, Kempton's great. Kempton's great. He could be on the list for me today. He could
Oh,
be.
I will talk you out of I will talk you into using a Kemptum if he is. Um,
All right.
Mine is oddly enough going to be he is in my training right now because I need to use him, and that is Miscreated Monster. I have him fully awakened. I have him fully booked out. I just don't use him. I don't know if I got him a little too late in the game to where I didn't need the his stun or his decreased defense on his A1, his shield on his A3, and he has ally protection and the continuous heal with his A4. But I don't have a need for that giant shield and spider because I now have a 40-second hard spider team 10.
Yeah, Kempton will do that. Yeah, Miscreated Monster is one of those that is also sitting in my vault that I plan to use and build out for faction wars, and then I cleared the crypt before I actually got the chance. But I planned on using him, but I haven't. He's at like level 40 or something. No ascensions.
Yeah, that crit before I even plush forward it, so we were good to go on that aspect.
Yeah, I mean he's a great epic though. He has shields, stuns, whole package, and but yeah, if you don't need him, you don't need him. What can I say?
Yep. All right. Who do you have for your second one?
For my second one, I'm gonna go with Morag.
Oh,
Morag from the dwarves. She was super important to me early on. Now, I don't know. I've heard she can do damage. Tried building her for damage. That didn't go so well. I don't have War Master on her, so maybe with War Master she can do some stuff. But she's really good. She's got an AoE strengthen. She's got built-in counter attacks. She's got an ally attack. Um, but outside of faction wars, I don't use her, and even in faction wars, she's the weak link. So yeah, what can I say? Morag not pulling much weight on my account.
Yeah, I think this is another one that for older accounts like yours and mine, really came to us a little bit too late. Because now with the Polarium play points, as soon as I think you get 1,000 points, you get Morag, and she's got that ally attack, and she's got that counter attack while she's under strength and buff that she plays by herself. I know you and I have talked about how awesome Morag can be, especially on your Senna account, getting that ally attack. Um,
For sure.
but yeah, definitely a strong champ. That I mean, I don't even use her, so
Yeah.
uh, definitely gonna have to build her up for the Dwarven Crypt because I think that's one of my for Faction Wars because I think that's one that I'm not clearing at all yet.
Sure.
All
Yeah.
right.
I mean, she's really good there. I use her mostly as a damage enabler. I mean, as most ally attackers are that, right? Um, yeah, she's a great champ. Her kit's amazing, but some of them have to fall by the wayside, right?
Yep. And funny enough, my next champ is the one right next to her, Runekeeper Dazdark.
I
Uh,
don't have experience with him.
he on one of my accounts, he is phenomenal. Like he does everything that you need him to. He has a leech on his A1 that is a 45% chance. He's got an increase he's got an increased attack plus increased turn meter by 25% on a 3 turn cooldown. So essentially you're having increased attack up almost all the time. Not only that, but he removes all debuffs from allies and then heals them by 20% of his max HP. Now, his base at max HP is 20,000. So you can easily get that up to 80, 90,000 later on in the game. And then for if he takes off a debuff remove, he puts on a continuous heal for 2 turns. So he's a cleanser, he's a healer, and he's got that leech. So, talking about uh clan boss, he puts that leech that kind of gives you a little bit more sustainability, especially when you don't have a reviver or a specific healer. And he's got increased attack by 25% in all battles. So real strong epic that I do
Yeah.
not use on this account at all.
That turn meter fill alone is only 5% less than Arbiter's. Like that's a crazy good champion, and honestly, it's kind of crazy that you don't use him.
Yeah,
But I see it like some of these champs are just phenomenal, but don't get used on our accounts for whatever reason. But like, dude, that is a solid epic. I didn't know he was that good.
yeah. He's. I mean, if we look at the reviews here, he's 4-8 in faction. What's his lowest score? I think his lowest score is Spider's Den, and I mean, I think I even used him in Spider's Den on the other account just to have that increase turn meter.
Yeah. Wow. That is fantastic. And my next pick is going to be something that I think you think is fantastic.
Oh,
But I don't use him. It's going to be Royal Guard.
he is not Sacred Order. All right, so we
Uh,
have the elf Royal Guard.
Royal Guard. Yes, sir. A1 drop defense, fantastic. A2 enemy max HP, fantastic. A3 quad hitter with decreased speed and turn meter reduction, fantastic. Attack aura, fantastic. Usable so many places, but doesn't really see play for me that often. And that doesn't mean I think he's bad. These are fantastic epics, right? But just for me, doesn't see play that often.
Yeah, I think with some of these epics, they get to our accounts too late. Because I mean, with Royal Guard, you got him. Did you get him recently, or have you had him
I
for a
got him in
while?
the past 3 months, I think.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, one of the reason a lot of these champions don't go into my teams is because I've already got teams built. Like, unless I need to switch it up or unless they ask for an all epic team, I don't see the point in building some new epics. So, but yeah, Royal Guard is definitely someone that you should not sleep on.
For sure.
Which we did touch base in your video because he was one of the top 5 epics that changed my account completely.
Yeah, yeah. He's good. I part okay. So for me, part of it is his build. I guess I have him built at like 207 speed, which I think is slow. Um, so there is part of that, and he is a bit slower at 93 base speed. But even so, I could change that with some gear and everything. Maybe use my Royal Guard a little more.
Yeah. Or even just getting someone like a if you had a Senna and just kept him going quickly, or a Shuzen to get him to go first and immediately. I think he'd be a lot better slow. I don't even
Yeah,
know what my speed is at on my Royal Guard. I
could
don't think
imagine the
he's that
Senna
quick.
account just gets a Royal Guard.
Oh,
Oh,
be
that'd be
nasty.
awesome.
Yeah, my Royal Guard's at 187. So
Okay.
he is also quite slow. I specifically use my Royal Guard for it's a 15-second Spider 20 team. Uh, so he needs one hit. I have high crit damage, 100% crit capped. He just needs to go before the big spider.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
The
a
next,
solid strategy.
yeah, 100%. Which, funny enough, got the feign from your video, decreased defense, and then Royal Guard just slams it down. Uh, the next one on the account is one that I definitely am going to get a lot of flack for, because if I'm not mistaken, she is known as one of the top 2 epics out of the Sylvan Watchers, and that's Ruella. On her A1,
Definitely, solid.
yeah. On her A1, she's got a 3 hitter that has a 100% chance of taking 5% of the turn meter. So you're taking 15% of the turn meter as an A1. Okay. On her A2, she attacks an enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 50 booked up to a 70% chance of placing decreased defense, a weaken, and a decreased speed for 2 turns. It's on a 3 turn count, 3 turn down, 3 cool down ability that fills the turn meter of all allies by 20%, places increased crit rate buff on all allies for 2 turns. So essentially, you could, if you wanted to, you could build a team with only 80%, 80 to 70% crit rate, and just have them go to town. She's got to increase accuracy in all dungeons by 40%, but I mean, 100%. This is a Fire Knight champ, and I've never used her other than like what I do in Sylvan Watch Faction Wars, which is I think stage 10.
Apparently, she can be good in Sand Devil. That's the word on the grapevine. I'm not entirely sure how she's good in Sand Devil, um, but people love her for Sand Devil for whatever reason. um, yeah, I don't,
Oh,
I don't know. I haven't used her either, so
probably because she brings the weaken and decrease defense in one ability.
yeah, but end game players have access to Lydia, and those are the people who are telling me about. I don't get it.
Oh,
But yeah, I don't get it. But apparently, she's good in Sand Devil.
yeah, and my Sand Devil team definitely needs some work done on it. So we I will definitely have to look that up later.
That's fair.
All right.
Definitely fair.
I believe it is your turn, and I know who you're
So
going for.
yeah, I'm going for Maneater. Going for Maneater. I was so hyped to pull Maneater. Before I could build out the unkillable team, I pulled a 5-star soul for Ninja and no longer needed the Man-Eater. So he's sitting at level 50 in Merciless gear for Faction Wars. Um, and outside of that, I don't really use him. However, he is super strong. And not just for Clan Boss. His claim to fame is the Clan Boss. But he's got AoE decrease attack on his A1. He's got a full turn meter steal on his A2. And then he has AoE block debuffs, and anybody has seen one video of mine knows that I like block debuffs, right? It's one of my favorite buffs in the entire game. So he can give that to everybody while also making everybody unkillable. Like the dude is fantastic for other places outside of Clan Boss. You know what I mean? Um, he's sitting at 50. I don't use him.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, uh, Maneater's one of those that when you're pulling void shards and you see, you're just immediately like, yes, like I've got something in the bag because that unkillable for 2 turns, even though it's on a 5 cooldown, yeah, 100%. When you're pulling void shards, you definitely want to see a man eater. But I think the name of this video is, did you get it on time or did you get it too late? Um, Man Eater's definitely almost on the list for me as well because I only pulled Man Eater um probably a little bit ago and I think I just got a second one and I just haven't built out that unkillable team because one key the I can 1 key Nightmare and 2 key Ultra Nightmare and I don't really need to do much else.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that these champs are bad, right? It's just that you either got them too late or they got replaced by somebody else. You know.
Yeah. 100%. It's not whether these champs are bad. It's just great champs that we don't use for whatever reason. 90% of the time, it's because one, in my case, too lazy to change teams or build them out, and in a majority of our cases, it's we just got them a little too late. Uh, Number 5 for both of us, Venomage. Venomage
Yeah.
is a phenomenal champ. Everyone talks about how great she is. Okay, you have one enemy 2 times, destroys max HP by 75% of the damage inflicted if they're under a heal reduction. Each hit has a 35 bumped up to a 50% chance of activating 2 poison debuffs. Okay. The A2 has decreased defense and decreased attack at 100% chance. Um, Also has a 100% chance of placing uh poison debuff. And then for the A3 at 100% chance again, she actually places the heal reduction and places those poisons. Enemies under heal reduction debuffs inflict 15% less damage as well. So you're talking Demon Lord, Dragon Lair, like everything here, she is at least until you get to Arena, Force Keep, and Iron Twins. She is high up there.
She's so solid. She's so solid. She's got that heal reduction, which is great early on for Spirit Keep. The poison activation A1 is really good, especially for faction wars. The drop defense, she's good for Amius. She's just all around a great champion, you know. And outside of those couple instances, what can I say? The better poisoners I think exist. Um, she's a very versatile poisoner, so she does a lot of other things besides poison. But like, I think Corvus the Corrupted, who's a legendary Sacred Order, is just a better version of Venomage, and he just doesn't have the heal reduction or the drop defense.
Yep.
Um, so like, she's good. She's very good. I have to have 2 right now in order to finish Lizardman Faction Wars, and that crypt is giving me a headache. Like,
Yeah, it definitely.
what's she doing for you?
She is a faction guardian. 100%. That's all she is right now. Um, so many people have told me to build her out, especially when it comes to Amius, because she does bring in that the poisons and the poison activations and the uh, heal reduction. But I don't know. Every time I get to like, at every time like I'm about to build her, like okay, yeah, yeah, this time for CVC, it's gonna be Venom Age, and then I get a Kempto, or or I get someone that's just a little bit higher priority than her, because Amius right now is in the near future for me, but it's not within the next couple of it's not within this or the next rotation. 100% not.
Fair. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, she's so good. She's so solid. She does really cool stuff. But the damage reduction on that passive, I think, is a little underrated. Um, that passive, 15% less damage from targets under heal reduction. It'd be cool if it was targets under poison, but I guess the poisons and the heal reductions are on the same skill, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Um,
Yeah. Well,
but I think that passive is good.
and also, if it was under the poison, she would get rid of that damage reduction as soon as she
Uh,
A1'd.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep.
Does the A 100% chance to activate? I can't remember.
50.
Uh,
But
50%
it's
chance to
each
activate.
hit.
Okay.
So I think when you do like the maths on it, I think it's like a 75% chance for an activation because it's two 50s.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. She's a cool champ. She's a really cool champ. Definitely great for faction wars, right? If
Yeah.
nowhere else, definitely great for faction wars.
Because I think another good poisoner that's better than her that beat her out on for me specifically was Ornn. I got Ornn,
Really?
and yeah, I got Ornn and decided that he was more important because his passive, he increases his HP and defense up to 25%. He has the poison sensitivity as well as the poisons, and then he can activate. He has 100% activation on his A2, and he places poisons with a 25% chance on his A1. So he places, activates, and he gets tankier per activation. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Ornn's
who
a
beat
great
her.
champ as well.
Yeah.
He's a great champ as well. I love to play around with one.
But yeah. So Venom Age was our last one. I just want to say again, thank you, Felvers, for stopping by and doing this collab with us. Hopefully, it is the first of many. And the link for the video that will be coming out on his channel will be in the description below. This should be out Saturday. Um, so thanks for stopping by. Make sure to go see Felrus and his channel, and hope to see you again.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.